Welcome to Rob Schmitt Tonight. In the blink of an eye, American foreign policy is no longer predictable and easily manipulated by the rest of the world. In 1 week, Trump has flipped everything upside down, and smaller nations who've so easily exploited us for years are simply shocked. Let's start with the socialist president of Colombia, Gustavo Petro, who decided to refuse 2 American planes full of really bad people from his own country over the weekend. Normally, a situation like this would culminate with somebody in the State Department like Tony Blinken apologizing to the Colombian government and our country taking another loss out of some kind of misplaced guilt. Not this time. In this case, it exploded into a war of words and ultimately a threat of tariffs by Trump, which forced Gustavo to instantly capitulate. So fast it made your head spin. Early Sunday morning, it started like this, with Gustavo posting, "The U.S. cannot treat Colombian migrants as criminals, even though they are. I deny the entry of American planes carrying Colombian migrants into our territory. The United States must establish a protocol for the dignified treatment of migrants before we receive them." And again, remember, these are criminal migrants, criminal Colombian migrants. So that went out early Sunday morning, and Sunday afternoon, Trump responded, demanding Gustavo back down, and begins threatening tariffs on Colombian goods. 6 minutes later, Gustavo fully complies and does so publicly as well, agreeing to send 2 presidential planes to pick up his criminals and bring them back to his country. He also agrees to do more work to secure the Darien Gap, the northern part of his country, and stop these migrant flows from South America. These are the kinds of results that we were told to expect just a week ago.
America will be respected again and admired again, including by people of religion, faith, and goodwill. We will be prosperous. We will be proud. We will be strong, and we will win like never before. We will not be conquered. We will not be intimidated. We will not be broken, and we will not fail.
Welcome to the party. The United States will no longer be a rich doormat for the rest of the world. We found our spine. The policies being implemented are actually moderate when you actually think about them. They're being portrayed, largely by the media, as very offensive. And then people think about them logically and realize that they're not. This is what common sense governance looks like. Deporting illegal immigrants, looking out for our own bottom line first, and positioning our own country with strength. These are things every country in the world does for itself, but as soon as the United States does it, these actions are vilified, which is the craziest thing. Maybe the most viral video of the day so far came from singer Selena Gomez, who, as we move through, again, common sense immigration policy and start deporting like child molesters and thieves, Selena Gomez is in tears as ICE carries out thousands of criminal arrests and deportations.
Just wanted to say that I'm so sorry. How many people are getting attacked? Children. I don't understand. I'm so sorry. I wish I could do something, but I can't.
Well, Selena, you're rich, so you could do a lot. How many would you like to adopt yourself? How many of these child molesters and thieves would you like to bring into your own home as you weep for them as they're deported from our country and from our cities? Wait till she finds out her hero, Barack Obama, deported millions of illegal immigrants over his 8 years. And they weren't all gang members and child molesters, by the way. Millions. Where were those tears during the Obama years? The reason so many are emotional about these deportations, illogically so, is our government has conditioned us to accept that our country is borderless, which of course is a suicide mission for our own quality of life, but can be very good for the elites and of course our politicians. When you go from borderless, which is what we've been for the last 4 years, back to common sense immigration policy, it seems very harsh. and very stupid, uninformed celebrities start crying on the internet for attention. Kind of the way it is. It doesn't make the deportation effort any less logical. And moving on to another nation tonight that's enraged at Trump, Denmark. Never been. It's very pretty. Which holds Greenland as a territory despite Greenland's opposition to it. Trump going after a massive Arctic island the United States has wanted for more than 100 years. And as the left scoffs at this move in embarrassment, Trump says this is wholly out of concern for protecting the United States from aggression from China and Russia. Yes, the same Russia the left never shuts up about, which makes you wonder why they're so opposed to this. Evidently, Trump and the Prime Minister of Denmark had a very heated conversation over the weekend where Trump threatened Denmark with tariffs again if they don't come to an agreement that he likes. Again, using our nation's tremendous leverage. A member of Denmark's parliament not happy about this at all.
Dear President Trump, listen very carefully. Greenland has been part of the Danish kingdom for 800 years. It's an integrated part of our country. It is not for sale. Let me put it in words you might understand. Mr. Trump, f*** off.
Let's see if he's got the stones to say that, with Trump in the room. Nah, they never do. You can talk all the trash that you want. Denmark is one of many European countries, his country, living well beyond its means thanks to our country's terrible trade agreements, terrible foreign policy, and our oversized military that protects them and the rest of the world so they can spend all their money on infrastructure and whatever the hell whatever they do in Denmark. What's happening right now is the price of years of freeloading off of us. These countries are realizing the cost of how good they've had it for so long. The world is realizing at the end of the day, it's very hard to say no to Donald Trump when you've been mooching off of the country that he now runs. Everybody's reporting the same stories, the same spin. You turn the channel, it's always the same. But not us. We're different. We report the real news. No spin, just the facts. Turn to us, and you won't turn back.
Tune in to Rob Schmitt Tonight on Newsmax.